473, acto segundo. Sal.
Habitación blanca del interior de la casa de bernarda. Las puertas de la izquierda de la izquierda dan a los dormitorios. Las hijas de bernarda están sentadas en sillas bajas cosiendo. Magdalena vuela. Con ellas está la mujer.
Okay, so I'm going to pause before we get to angustias. Please pay attention. ¿Qué es el color de la habitación?
Blanca.
Blanca, otra vez, ya están blanca. So van a hacer un círculo, pueden resortar, however you want to denotate that. ¿Y qué están haciendo las hermanas?
Cosiendo.
Yeah, so is that like sewing or crocheting? I don't know, what's that translation in English?
Sewing.
Sewing? Okay, sewing. And what's, Magdalena, what's borda?
It's also part of it.
Yeah, isn't it like the thing?
Yeah.
Embroidering?
Yeah.
Is that the English term? Embroidering. Okay. Embroidering, it's like when you have a piece of, does anybody have embroidery on them?
Like a patch?
Technically, yeah. So like the Gap or Vans, that used to be, yeah, so if that was actually like sewn with like thread, that would be embroidered, yeah? Okay. All right, ahora, angustias. So angustias is Gabriel. Go ahead, you can start, my dear.
Ya he cortado la tercera sabana.
Angustias, ¿pongo también las iniciales de Pepe?
No.
Adela, ¿no vienes?
Estará echada en la cama.
Esta tiene algo blanco, sin desierto, con condona, ajustada, como si tuviera una lagartija entre los ojos.
No tiene ni más ni menos que lo que tenemos todos.
Todas menos angustias.
Yo me encuentro bien y aunque me duela que reviente.
Desde luego hay que reconocer que lo mejor que has tenido siempre ha sido el talle y la delicadeza.
Afortunadamente, pronto voy a salir de este infierno.
A lo mejor no sales.
Okay, so let's pause there. What are they arguing about?
Leaving.
Leaving. This infierno. What's infierno?
Hell.
This hell. Yeah, they're like, you can't leave. She's like, this is hell. We're in hell. Okay, con este, we're going to go ahead and pause. Actually, let's finish the page. Angustias.
Y además, más vale onza que en la arca que ojos negros en la cara.
Por un oído me entra y por otro me sale.
Abre la puerta del patio a ver si nos entra un poco el fresco.
Martirio. This is a good one. Martirio.
Esta noche faltaban no me podía quedar dormida de Yo tampoco.
Yo me levanté a refrescarme. Había un nublo negro de tormenta y hasta cayeron algunas gotas.
All right, so go ahead. Angustias, a few lines up, just said a recurso literario, so please make sure you make a note on that. Martirio is talking about the heat at night and that nobody can sleep. I wonder what's going to happen. Okay, so mañana vamos a leer más. We're going to be reading for the whole 2 hours. Whippy! So we're going to start tomorrow on page 474. Okay? Gracias a todos. ¿Pueden limpiar la mesita? We should vote really quickly. Do we want our actors to come out in front, or okay with just sitting here in the... So raise your hand if you'd like our actors to come out in front and read here.
Oh, yeah.
2. Okay. Raise your hand if like it's really up to them. Okay. Actors, would you guys like to? Huh? No. Okay. All right. So, ya tenemos los actores ahí. The top of page 474. Here we go. Poncia. Oh, actually, let's recap. So, what's going on at the beginning of acto 2? What's going on, guys? What's going on? ¿Qué está pasando durante acto 2? I don't remember.
It's on you, Gabby.
They open the house.
They opened the house? Oh, it's really hot. It's really hot. They were opening up when it's, oh, they're talking about nighttime. What's that? Yeah. Yeah, they're talking about leaving. I'm going to leave. And then they're also talking about how they couldn't sleep at night. I also wanted to mention the corral. Was it Poncio Criada had talked about, like, you know, doing things with her husband when they were younger in the corral. So here at James Lick, is there an area where couples go and make out or kiss or hold hands? Chemistry area, okay. Well, that's what I'm asking you. No. Upstairs, that's right. Upstairs elevators. Yeah. What else? Any other areas? I'm not gonna go there. Okay, cool. So just like in our school, in this time period, it was that corral, right? And usually corrales, they don't usually have like water. It's kind of like there might be some trees. There's areas where you could hide, and you know, my mom would say neck, or I'd say make out or hook up with, you know. So that's what. So when you hear corral, those are things that you should be thinking about. Not making out, but you know, other people making out. All right. Let's go to page 474. Any other recaps? It was hot. It's been hot. They're talking about escaping, leaving. Okay. Poncia.
Era la 1 de la madrugada y salía fuego de la tierra. Tener me levantó y confundió. Todavía estaba angustia con Pepe en la ventana.
Ah! Please underline that. Todavía estaba angustia con Pepe en la ventana. And who is giving this information? Poncia. Top of the page, todavía estaba angustia con Pepe en la ventana. Busted. All right, let's be quiet. We got scandal. 1, 2, and 3. Magdalena. Oh no, sorry, Miguel. Oh wait, no. Who? I'm sorry. We've changed names. Who's my narrator? Sal. Huh? Magdalena. Oh yeah, put it in. Okay. Magdalena.
Tan tarde, ¿a qué hora se fue?
Otra vez, angustia.
O Magdalena, ¿a qué pregunta si lo viste? Incluso si lo sabes.
Lo sentí, José, y hoy los pasos de su acto. Pero si yo lo sentí marchar a eso de las 8.
Wait, what? Let's keep track of the time. So, ¿a qué hora Pepe está con angustia? No, ¿a qué hora? There were 2 times that were given.
12
Yeah, I thought it was 1. I could be wrong. Sorry. It says 1:30. So first it was 1:30, a las 1:30. Y después, Poncia, pero sí yo lo siento marchar a eso de las 4. So there's a discrepancy in time. So make sure you guys note the times, 1:30 and 4. What do we think's going on? I don't know if I know. It's all AM. It says at night, AM. Jimena? Jimena? Sorry, go past you. All right. Angustia.
No sería él.
A mí también me pareció.
Magdalena.
¿Qué cosa más rara?
Oye, angustia, ¿qué fue lo que te dijo la primera vez que empezó a tu hermana?
Okay, so hold up. So when, sorry guys, when Magdalena said, ¿qué cosas más rara? Why is Angustia saying, that wasn't him here at 4 o'clock? Why would she say, that can't be him at 4 o'clock? Huh? She's trying to deny that he would still be here at 4. What would it imply if he was still there at 4 a.m. in the morning? He's talking to somebody else. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, so please make these notes that who else is he talking to or getting with or being with. Yeah, clarify.
Can you put it right next to Angustia where she says no se quede?
Yeah, wherever you guys want. So it's the whole conversation.
Yeah.
Should I?
Can we have Poncia if you can repeat? Oye, Angustia.
Nada que me iba a decir. Entonces le
Atirio.
Verdaderamente es raro que dos personas que no se conocen se vean de pronto en una de esas ya novios.
What does that mean? Una reja. So Matirio is being a little, I think, snarky. What is she saying? She's being sarcastic for sure. So what is she saying in her sarcasm? Anybody? She's saying like, wow, isn't that cool that you can just start talking through a window and then you're boyfriend and girlfriend. Just like that. Huh? Angustia.
pues a mí no me
A mí me daría no sé qué.
no, porque cuando un hombre se acerca a una reja, ya sabe por los que van y vienen. Llevan y traen y se les va a decir que sí.
Bueno, pero es de lo que tendría que decir.
Claro,
¿Y cómo te lo digo?
pues nada, ya sabes que ando detrás de ti, necesito una mujer poderosa. Esta eres tú y le das la responsabilidad.
So basically, that's very muy cultural de esa época, right? So make sure you guys put that in yellow, even anything about the ventanas, that is of that time period. So instead of nowadays, how do people get together? How do people start talking? Eduardo, you said Tinder? I would say that was really big maybe like 2 or 3 years ago when it hit the market, right? People were like swiping left, swiping right. But nowadays, you guys swipe left and swipe right?
No, we've been too young.
Huh?
We've been too young.
What?
We're too young.
You guys are too young. Okay, so let's talk about your ages. Es su edad. What do you guys do? Let's get quiet though. We're having a quick class discussion. Sal? To memes. Cool. That is totally fine, right?
I swipe left and right. I swipe up.
Thank you, Sal, for that.
I swipe up.
Yeah, I swipe up or down, but okay, here we go. 1, 2, and 3. So nowadays, teenagers, how do you guys get together? Yet nobody wants to say. I'll say it again. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Let's go into courtesy mode. So if you have a computer, let's close it. Si tienen teléfonos, unos audífonos, let's go ahead and so just so we can engage. Yahaira, you can go into courtesy mode. Thank you, my dear. Sus audífonos también. So Yahaira, the question is, and for Esma and Joanna, if you guys can also close your computers, take out the audífonos, gracias. The question is, how do kids, teenagers, young adults get together nowadays? Back in those days, they'd go to windows, they would talk at the corral.
Social media.
Huh?
Social media.
Social media. So how do you guys use social media? What specifically, if I have my social media, what would I have to do to be like, hey, DMs. Thank you
Like
guys.
the pictures.
So yeah, sliding them appropriate pictures, right? Appropriate pictures. So DM.
I say liking 3 pictures.
There we go. So DM, right? Direct is a direct message. Is that what DM stands for? Direct message, right? So nobody else knows. Any other way? Do people actually ask each other out face to face?
Yeah. You say no.
Yes, no.
You say
Raise
no.
your hand here if you have gotten with somebody through a DM. Raise your hand.
Please.
If you've gotten with somebody through a DM, not necessarily hook up with me. Talk to them. DM.
Wait, let's talk.
Talk. Raise your hand Wow, we got really excited. We got 1,
How to stay
2,
quiet.
3. Raise your hand if you have started talking to someone actually face to face. Like, yeah, let's start talking. You know, we start talking face to face. Okay. Face to face. Raise your hand when you were maybe in elementary school if you had the "Do you like me?" check the box, yes or no. Right? Everybody. The first DM, check the box, yes or no. I know. I get red just thinking about it. Yeah, Sal.
What did you guys have?
What did we have? We had instant messenger, so IM. We called it IMs, and it was basically like text messaging. So you would IM on the like it was like what are they called? Chat rooms. They had chat rooms. I think they still have chat rooms now. I don't know if people still use that. And so they had IM like, hey, what's up? I remember I got like my prom. What am I my prom? But a dance date. It was at 76.
Where's the
All right.
video?
Yeah.
Can't find it.
Huh?
The question was, do you have an Instagram? It was, do you have Kick?
Do you have
Yeah.
kids?
Oh,
I've never even heard that. How was it? Oh, for you guys, it was
Well, Kick
Kick.
was wrong.
It was no Instagram. It was Snapchat. But it wasn't. It was, but it wasn't popular.
I guess it was ours was like MySpace.
I had it.
All right. So it's gonna be interesting for when, if and when you guys have kids. Hopefully that's not for a very long time. Well, how they will communicate with people. Okay, so here we go. Amelia, let's get quiet, guys. Let's get quiet. We're still in courtesy mode, so computers are not up. We're putting them down. We're all putting them down. Completely shut. Completely shut. There we go. Do you guys have your books? I see some people with not. Your books are right back there, aren't they? Yeah. Let's get them. If there's a book, it should be open and you guys should be highlighting. So I see books. I'm still pointing. Let's get them, guys. Come on. Let's get it together. If I gotta read, we're all reading. All right. We are on page 474. We're on page 474. All right. Amelia.
A mí me da vergüenza de estas cosas.
Y a mí, pero hay que pensarla. Y siempre hablo a él. Yo no hubiera podido casi, se me salía el corazón por la boca.
Oh my goodness.
Era la primera vez que estaba sola de noche con mi mamá.
So we don't know what they actually did, right? Because it's a ventana, and I mean, I guess there's a lot of different things you could do, but there's like, you know, little slots in the windows, no? Just saying. We also need to be aware.
What, Gio?
We also need to be aware of who's in the conversation. So Poncia, again, like Pontius Pilate, is knowing all this information, right? It's kind of like finding out the truth. Martirio's there, Angustia's there, and Amelia's there. So those are the 4 people who are at this conversation right now. Yeah? Okay, Magdalena, or I guess and Magdalena. Magdalena.
Y un hombre tan guapo.
Ooh.
No tiene mal.
Ooh. So who also had a guy, aka her future husband, come to her window? Poncia. So Poncia's like, I know what goes on those windows. Ha ha ha. So I would also make a note that that is her husband, marido, Adarizo el colorín. Vino a mi ventana. All right. Amelia. Here we go. She's going to describe what happened at the window, so make sure we pay attention. Poncia.
Nos quedamos callados más de media hora. recorría el sudor por todo el cuerpo. Entonces, Evaristo se acercó, que ya por los heridos y dijo con voz muy baja, ven que te tienes.
Ríen todos.
It's getting hot, guys. It's getting hot. So what happened at this window with Poncia?
A medias de abrazar.
Hold on, guys. Hold on, Sal. So what happened at the window? They touched each other. But for the first 30 minutes, what did they do? Nothing. Just said, buenas noches, and 30 minutes passed. And then all of a sudden it's like, they just like, got it. It's so funny. All right, here we go. Amelia.
Ay, creí que yo
Buenas nos hubiera puesto.
Sigue riendo.
que nos van a oír.
So who does she not want to hear? Bernarda. They don't want Bernarda to hear any of this, right? What would Bernarda do if she found out about any of this? She might kill them, right? She literally might kill them.
Are we watching?
No, you guys are going to be making movies. This is your last movie. Yeah. This is your last movie. If you guys play your cards right, you guys can be with your own groups that you create. If you don't, I'll have to pick your group. So ladies, over here, don't ruin it for the class, ladies. Don't ruin it for the fun. Poncia. All right, so let's go ahead and highlight what are some cultural things that Poncia just describes about marital relationships. So she actually gives some info about how her marriage looks and how also maybe other marriages look. So go ahead and highlight yellow. What are some cultural things there?
Yeah. She's like, everything.
All right, so what are these cultural things that she's saying about marriage?
La mujer se tiene que acostumbrar al hombre a los 15 días.
Y then después, ¿a dónde va el hombre? ¿Y qué es el simbolismo de la mesa? Or la mesa, sorry, la mesa. Yeah, no, sorry, nobody in the church. La mesa. So after 15 days of being hot and heavy in the bedroom, right, they're saying the guy leaves, and then he goes to the table. What does the table maybe symbolize? What do you guys usually do maybe after they come from home from work? Eat, and what else? Sleep and drink. Yeah? So they're doing that now. They're not going to bed with the lady. They're not just eating at the table, maybe sleeping at the table, drinking at the table. And then after that, what's the next phase? Shower. To the bar. So a tavernia, a tavern or a bar. They didn't go to the cantina. So then and they didn't go shower. After that, the next phase is they go to the bar. I'm sure at some point guys shower, yeah. But so this is the commentary. So they start hot and heavy, then they go to your table, and they're like passing out there, and then they'll go to the bar, and then you never really see them. Yeah? Raise your hand if you see that in your family. Your dad's either like hanging out in the living room or hanging out at a bar somewhere. No, mine was. Okay, cool. So that is very cultural, and she's telling that's kind of what happens to our guys. All right. Let's get quiet. Count 3. 1, 2, 3. Amelia.
Así deberían ser todas las mujeres.
Yo tengo que la escuela de mi madre un día me dejó a su esposa y le maté todos los colorines con la mano de alma.
So what are los colorines? This, I think it probably symbolizes something. Huh? It's birds. So it says un día me dijo no sé qué cosa y la mate todos los colorines con el mano de almirez. And then they laughed. Anybody want to take a stab on what that means? That they're saying that your mom, right? Well, it's an hour. Sorry, guys. All right, so I'll figure out what that means while you guys are on break. Bye, guys. See you guys in a bit. What does Bernarda do to these beautiful, colorful birds? She kills them. What does that symbolize, or how does that connect to Bernarda? She wants everything to be black. Yeah. That's it. Valerie, you got it. Yeah. So have you ever heard of the Rolling Stones paint it black? She wants everything to be black. Yesenia.
What?
Like how many fingers might have?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so what I think she is trying to say is how to act or how to be in relationship. So I think Amelia is trying to get information in regards to, again, relationships. And so Poncia is just trying to point out how it was for her. And then in regards, I guess, having these, I know in Mexico a lot of times families have different colored birds. I know a lot of, like my grandpa's had them. In Mexico, anyone else have birds in their families? They talk, pájaros, loros, right? And so I guess in Spain it's very cultural. They might have these birds that are colorful. And so for Bernarda, she killed them. Did that answer your question? All right. A ver la niña. We're gonna go there, Magdalena. Adela.
Adela, niña, no te pierdas esto.
We're on the top of page 476. People just came in.
Voy a ver.
Enter.
Pues, ¿qué hacen? Yo sí sé lo que ¿Sabías tú que Dios
La enviada la pone. Se le notó en los ojos. Se le estaba poniendo mirada de los labios.
Material.
Material. No hables de lo que aquí es el único sitio donde no se puede pronunciar esta palabra. ¿Sabe? Magdalena con Adela.
All right, I'm going to pause really quickly. Angustia says really something important. La envidia la coma. La come. Who is she saying that to? Is she saying it to about Adela or about Matirio? Tienes to Adela. So what does that mean then? La envidia la come. There's some jealousy to Adela. Is jealousy good for a person? No, it is not. What can happen if someone is overcome with jealousy? They could kill somebody. They could hurt somebody. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. And then Matthew says, like, don't talk crazy. Sale Magdalena con Adela. Magdalena.
Pues no estaba dormida.
Adela?
Adela.
It's me.
Okay.
Tengo más cuerpo. Sí. Déjame ya durmiendo o velando, no tienes por qué meterte en lo mío. Yo hago con mi cuerpo lo que me parece.
Ooh, let's underline that. Yo hago con mi cuerpo lo que me parece. Matirio?
Interés o intención no estabas cogiendo, pues seguir. Quisiera ser posible pasar por las habitaciones y que me preguntaran dónde voy.
What is Adela telling to her sisters? Mind your business. Don't worry what I'm doing with my body. Don't worry what I'm doing in my room. Mind your business. That's it. Criada, entra. Sorry, Sal, I'm taking your spot. Go ahead, Sal. Sorry.
Al salir, Mateo mira fijamente a Adela.
No me mires más si quieres ver mis ojos que son frescos y mi espalda para que te compongas proba que quieres pero vuelve la cabeza cuando yo pase.
Please underline al salir. Matiro mira fijamente a Adela. Why is Matiro staring her down? Getting jealous. Maybe Matirio know something from the 1 to 4 o'clock where Pepe was? I don't know, we'll find out. Poncia.
Me sigue a todos lados, a veces se asoma a mi cuarto para ver si duermo, no me deja respirar y siempre que lastimas de cara, que lástima de cuerpo que no vas a hacer más para nadie y eso no mi cuerpo será el que yo quiera. ¿Qué dices? Lo que digo, Adela. Calla. ¿Crees que no me he fijado? Baja la voz. Mata esos pensamientos. ¿Qué sabes tú? Las viejas vemos a través de las paredes, un lugar de noche cuando se levantan. Esa debería de ser. Está. Con la cabeza y las manos llenas de ojos cuando se trata de lo que se trata, por mucho que pienso no se lo que porque te pusiste casi desnuda con la luz encendida y la ventana abierta al pasar desde el segundo día que vino a hablar con tu hermana. Eso no es verdad.
Okay, let's pause there. We're half the page. It's just Poncia and Adela, right? Because Matirio's left. So at this point, it's just Poncia and Adela exchanging these words. What are they saying to each other? ¿Qué está pasando?
They're mad at each other because
¿Por qué?
her sister was like doing stuff like that.
So how many sisters are involved now with Pepe? 2. There are now 2 sisters involved. And what is Poncia saying to Adela? Anybody catch it?
She did matter.
She's getting mad at her, and she's telling her to what? To keep going on with Pepe or to stop? Well, she's like, you need to stop. And what's Adela saying right now? I can do what I want.
No, I do.
And Adela even says, ¿Qué sabes tú? Like, what do you know? Y las viejas vemos a través de las paredes. What does that mean? Yeah. I know what's going on the other side of the walls. And remember, Pontius Pilate judges, observes, knows what's going on, knows, I'll be able to say in my word, right? 411. He knows what's going on. So she's trying to call her out of like, hey, before you hurt anybody, like your sister or your mom or your other sisters, like stop, because he's a guy and he's already talking with your sister. Angustias. But Adela's like, I do what I want. Okay, so let's, Poncia, can you reread that part? Con la cabeza.
Con la cabeza y las manos llenas de ojos cuando se trata de lo que se trata. Por mucho que pienso no sé lo que te propone. ¿Por qué te pusiste tan segura con la luz encendida y la ventana abierta al pasar Pepe el segundo día que vino a hablar con tu hermana? No, eso no es verdad. No seas como los niños chicos, deja en paz a tu hermana. Y si Pepe el romano te gusta, te aguantarás. Además que ¿quién dice que no te puedes casar con él? Tu hermana Angustia es una enferma. Esa no resiste el primer parte. Es estrecha de cintura vieja y con mi conocimiento te digo que se morirá. Entonces Pepe hará lo que hacen todos los niños de esta tierra. Se casará con la más joven, la más hermosa, y esa eres tú. Alimenta esa esperanza, olvídalo, lo que quieras, pero no vayas contra la ley de Dios.
Awesome. Let's stop right there. Please go ahead. Again, Poncia, serving her realness, serving her truth. What is she saying to Adela? Go ahead. No, what are some cultural things that she's saying to Adela? Yes, Adela.
Why do you do that?
Retóricas. De exclamación.
Julie, Smith, Tanya, Jimena, Ariana G, Upe, and Mario. I would say like Mario Kart.
Oh, that's for me. What?
Can I pause it?
I'll just put it off. And then just press it again when we're going. Taller. Yell.
Should I? I'm not gonna yell.
Don't yell. But like,
You yell it.
Blanco. Miss Blanco. So you do it.
Pause? Wait, what? Wait, me? Her?
No, I said I'll tell you right
Me, right?
No, it's me. But oh my god. I told her like go along with it.
Here, I got you.
That was not necessary.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they're dicks.
Catch it. I don't want you to get It's bullying.
You see what you do?
I was like, did you see my face? I was like,
What a bad catcher thrower.
You gotta throw it up.
All right. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. Here we go. Uno, dos, y tres. What is Poncia saying to Adela? Let me go to Alvaro. Alvaro, what is Poncia saying to Adela? What is her little advice? What's the advice that she's saying? What's Poncia saying to Adela? Yeah. While Angustias is still alive, she's really sick, so she's probably gonna die soon. And knowing that you're the prettiest youngest sister, what usually happens culturally is that if there's a viudo, he will then marry who? The youngest. And in her case, she is the most prettiest. So if you have Adela as your personaje de acto uno, make sure that you make her look a little bit, I mean, they're all ugly, but she's the prettiest out of the ugliest one, yeah? Okay. So that is what she's trying to say. Hey, if things go in order, Pepe will marry Angustias, and then she'll die, and then you'll get to be with him eventually. So just be patient, have hope, have faith, and follow the kind of the law of God, she's saying. All right. And then Adela cries during this. Adela, what do you respond with?
En vez de limpiar la casa y acostarte para aventar a tus muertos, busca como una vieja marrana, asuntos de hombres
All right, guys, so go ahead and highlight or underline sombra tuya, hay de ser. What does that mean? Sombra tuya, hay de ser.
I'm you.
Are you even on the right page?
And Adela says, do the things that you do. You clean the house, so clean death, and just keep doing that and mind your business again.
I'm not done.
Huh? Haven't seen it. All right, page 478. We're on page 478, top of Adela. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna have a minute read it one more time. If we get quiet, guys. 1, 2, 3. Otra vez, Adela.
¿Qué cariño tan grande te ha entrado de pronto por mi hermana? No os tengo ley a ninguna, pero quiero vivir en casa de siempre, no quiero marcharme de vieja. Es insulto tu consejo, ya es tarde. Soy por encima de ti, que eres una criada. Por encima de mi madre saltaría para apagarme este fuego que tengo levantado por piernas y boca. ¿Qué puedes decir de mí? Que me encierro en mi cuarto y no abro la puerta. Que no duermo, soy más lista que tú. Mira a ver si puedes agarrar la libra libre con tus manos.
All right. What symbolizes ya es tarde? She's gonna keep talking to him. You're too late, lady. For this lecture, it's too late. Ya es tarde. And what's Poncia's reasoning of why she should stop?
Because she's gonna die soon.
She's gonna die soon. Let her have. I just want peace in this. I want this to be a decent house, right? I don't. Yeah, that means.
She also said that que no va a resistir el parto. So she's saying that basically she's gonna die if they try to have babies too. So it's not gonna work out.
Not gonna work out. So just be cool. Just stop. Don't be drama. And Adela's like, what? What did she say? Too late. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm not gonna listen to you. Poncia.
No me desafíes, Adela, no me desafíes, porque no puedo dar voces, encender luces y las veces que toquen la cámara. Trae 4,000 bengales, armarías y ponlas en las guardas del corral. Nadie podría evitar que sucede suceda lo que tiene que suceder. Tanto te gusta siempre, tanto mirando sus ojos me parece que veo su sangre lentamente.
So let's pause there, guys. There was a lot of different recursos that were just listed in those 4 lines. I feel like Poncia is really to like, please just stop, right? And Adela's just convinced that it's just not going to happen. The corral is also mentioned again. Are we at Poncia? Okay, Poncia.
Pues me dirás, te he tenido miedo, pero yo soy más fuerte que tú.
So, all right, so it's no longer just the 2 of them. Angustias is now there. What did discutiendo mean? Sorry, I don't know that one.
Arguing.
Oh, you guys are always arguing. Little does she know, what are they arguing about? Her man and her, really? Okay, Poncia.
Claro, te enseña que por el calor que hace vaya a traer entonces qué cosa de la tierra.
So what is she blaming this heat on? This issue, this frustration? The calor. The calor. Angustias.
Le compraste el bote de electricidad.
Es más caro, y los muebles en la mesa de tu cuarto los he puesto. Chichito,
So why do you think she's buying all these nice things? Trying to woo her man, Miss Angustias, with powder, and is that like perfume? Is that what the sentences are? Yeah. Adela, otra vez, sorry.
chichito, lo veremos.
All right, so Angustias had left. Sorry, Sal.
Eran Mario, Amelia y Magdalena.
So it's 5 of them now in the room. Magdalena.
¿Has visto los encajes?
Los de angustia para sus sábanas de novia son preciosos.
Amarillo que trae algunos en casa.
Y estos son para una camisa.
Con sabanas.
Se necesita buen humor.
Con eso.
Para verlos yo no necesito decirme ante nadie.
Nadie le ve a una encantada.
Con intención y mirando a la
A veces, pero me encanta la ropa interior. Si fuera rica la tendría de verano. Es uno de los pocos gustos que me quedan.
What are they talking about? Undergarments. That's what they're talking about. Undergarments. Bra, like little, like a camisole, or it's not lingerie, but it's like things that you put under your clothes. Yeah. And again, if you're taking off your clothes, only the other person would see them. Yeah. And so, who actually likes these nice little things? Martirio. I wonder why. Yeah. All right. Poncia.
Estos detalles son preciosos para las bodas de niños, para manuelos de yo nunca pude usarlos en los mismos. A ver si ahora Angustias los usa en los suyos. ¿Cómo de poner, tender y criar traes a estar creciendo
Yo no pienso dar una puntada.
mucho menos cuidar unos a otros. Mira tú cómo están las vecinas del callejón sacrificadas por 4 muertos.
What are my Okay. Little dolls. Wait, where are we? Sorry. Poncia. Like, where are we?
Estos No, Daniel ha tocado el 7 convento.
Haha. All right, so go ahead and underline convento. Are they in a convent? What is a convent? Do you guys know what a convent is? That's where nuns live. A convent is where nuns live. So does she really feel like she lives in a convent?
No.
No. So what term is she being? Sarcastic or ironic?
Slash pink, right?
It could be a metaphor. See, totally. Good one.
No, it's a metaphor.
Oh, it is?
Far from.
Oh.
Convento.
I know what that meant.
All right, Sal. Se oyen. There you go. Now I know where you're
Se oyen unos compañeros lejanos como a través de varios muros.
I don't know what that song would, I don't know what it sounds like, but
Son los hombres que vuelven a su trabajo.
Hace un minuto dieron las 3.
Se están buscando.
Ay, ¿quién pudiera salir también a los campos?
Se están buscando.
Cada clase tiene que hacer lo suyo.
Se están buscando. Se están buscando. Se están
Damn, that is a first she knocks this and then she goes this. First she knocks on you, and then she goes this.
we're top of page 480. Yahaira, we can close your computadora, por favor. All right. Poncia.
No hay alegría como la de los campos en esta época. Ayer de mañana llegaron los segadores, 40 o 50 buenos mozos.
What are segadores? Okay, so they're like workers. Okay.
¿De dónde son este año?
Los secretos vinieron de los montes alegres como árboles de nombres, dando voces y arrojando piedras anoche llegó al pueblo una mujer vestida de lentejuelas y que bailaba con una porción y 15 de ellos la compraron para llevársele al olivar y los vi de lejos el que la compraron era un muchacho de ojos verdes apretando como una gaviota de
Amelia?
Pero es posible. Hace años vino otra de estas y yo misma y dinero a mi hija mayor para que fuera. Los hombres necesitan estas cosas.
Okay, let's pause there. What is Poncia talking about? Her son. And these people who come into town, they play the accordion, they have 33 knives, and there's probably ladies with them as well. What is her son paying for? Girls, yeah. Marisol's like, what? We went for her son paying for girls. Yeah, so her son paid for prostitutes. Huh?
Wait, what happened after?
So she gave him the money. She gave him the money to pay for a prostitute. So in cultures, and I'd say also the Latino culture, right? Dads are like all for their sons like losing their virginity and being machismo. God forbid if that happens to their girl, right, or their daughters, like someone would die, right? And so this is going into Canada, right? Our roles of our genders. And so Poncia is totally cool with giving money to her son to go sleep with the prostitute But here is Adela and Angustias for just talking to a guy. And she's like, God forbid that you're hooking up under my household, right? So I think it goes into gender roles. You might say like, well, that's being kind of hypocritical. It is, but during that time period, even in sometime in our time period, it seemed that guys can, be with as many hoes as they want. But girls, if she's hoeing around, she's a hoe, right? So it's a very unbalanced way of seeing people, no? Okay. And Amelia's like, ¿es cierto? Pero es posible. All right. Poncia, if you could reread that, and we'll keep going. Ahora, Poncia hace años vino. There we go.
Y ni nuestros ojos siquiera nos pertenecen.
Can you please underline? Nacer mujer es un mayor castigo. So little sweet Amelia is saying to be a woman is the what?
The worst.
Is the worst punishment. And Magdalena, can you reread that?
Y ni nuestros ojos siquiera nos pertenecen.
There we go.
Se oyen un caso de ano que se va acercando.
Son ellos, traen unos pasos preciosos. Ahora salen a cenar.
I think someone's singing this, no? A choir. Anybody want? Sing it, Sal. Here, how about we all read it? Maybe it'd be good to wake up. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ya salen los segadores en busca de las espigas. Se llevan los corazones de las muchachas que miran. All right, Sal.
Se oyen panderos y caña, pasa todo el día en un silencio trasplazado por el sol.
No les importa el calor. Me gustaría poder cerrar para ir y venir, así se olvida lo que nos muerde. Cada una sabe sus cosas. Cada una.
All right, guys. Martirio and Adela, how are their tone towards each other? They don't like each other. They do not like each other. Or kind of spit venom to each other. All right, let's keep going. Do you guys need like a 3-minute kind of stand up and shake before we proceed? Okay, so I'm gonna pause this recording just so I think we hit the moment where I don't want to lose you guys. So take 3 minutes to kind of literally get up, get the kind of top of page 481. Poncia. Poncia.
I'm about to be. Like,
1, 2, 3, todos. Abrir puertas y ventanas, las que vives en el pueblo. El sagaro pide rosas para adornar su sombrero.
Con nos healer.
You need some? You know, friends, you need some? You need some?
I'm up for it. I'm up for whatever.
Adela, where's Adela?
Compasión.
El segador pide rosas para adornar su sombrero.
All right, so remember, this goes back to Maximiliano, how he had that hat with roses. You guys remember that? What do those roses symbolize? Do you remember that? All those ladies. that he'd gotten with, right? He put that rose in that hat. So make sure you guys put some underlines in there. El cigarro pide rosas para adornar su sombrero. Yeah? Okay. Sal.
Se va alejando el contar.
Ahora dan la vuelta a la
Adelante.
Vamos a verlos por la ventana del cuarto. Tener cuidado con no entrar mucho porque son capaces de dar para ver quién mira.
Se van las tres. Material queda sentada en la silla baja con la cabeza entre las manos.
So like this. Yeah.
Acercándose.
¿Qué te pasa? ¿No es más que eso?
Estoy deseando que llegue noviembre, los días de lluvia, la escarcha, todo lo que no sean este verano.
Ya pasará y volverá otra vez.
Claro,
Pausa.
¿a qué hora se despierta noche?
No sé, yo duermo como un tonto porque
Pues nada, pero me pareció difícil mejorar.
Underline that, please. Martirio. Pero a mí pareció oír gente plural, right? Multiple people. Sorry, at least two people. En el corral. Amelia.
¿sí?
Muy tarde.
¿Y no tuviste miedo?
No, ya lo he oído otras noches.
Deberíamos tener cuidado, no seríamos tan mal.
Los familiares llegan a las 6.
Quizá una mulilla sin despertar.
What's a mulila? Huh? It's a female dog? Donkey, a female donkey. Ew. Okay. So hold on, let's dissect that. Ya no ha ido otras noches. So she's heard that noise other times. And Amelia said, quizá una mulila sin o desbravar mean.
She's heard a donkey
Do you really think it's an animal yelling?
No.
No.
So what I told you, put the two and two.
Anybody get? Yeah. It's someone's probably having sexual intercourse. Yeah, that's probably what it is. And Amelia, I should clarify, if you have Amelia, did she hear anything? How does she sleep at night? Peaceful, like she's out. Right? She's like, I don't hear anything. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Anybody else sleep really sound? Like you don't wake up for nothing? My husband, he doesn't wake up for nothing. He's out. I'm like, did you hear that? Did you hear that? He's like, okay. Martirio.
entre de dientes y llena de segunda intención.
Eso una
Molida.
Hay que prevenir.
no digas nada, puede ser un bautizón.
Quizá.
A ver,
Pausa a media. Inicia. Pausa.
¿Por qué me llamaste?
Pausa.
se me escapó.
Pausa.
Acuéstate un poco.
Entrando furiosa en escena de modo que haya un gran contraste con los silencios anteriores.
¿Dónde está el retrato de jefe que tenía yo debajo de mi almohada? ¿Quién de vosotras lo tiene?
Uh-oh, the plot thickens, everybody. Please make sure you underline ¿dónde está el retrato de Pepe que tenía yo abajo de mi almohada? Please make sure you underline that, you circle it, you star it. So again, go ahead and underline de donde está el retrato that Pepe gave to her that was under her pillow.
So he took
Someone took something from Angustia. So she left the picture underneath her pillow. She goes back to her room, and it's gone. So she's coming out like, who the hell took my picture of my man? What the heck? Yeah, so she's coming out saying that. And how is she upset? She's furious. Okay.
material.
And even Lorca says it's of the contrast of the silence that was there, right? So all of a sudden she's like, ah, where is it? And now Martirio says, ninguna.
Esta le ponía Magdalena y Adela.
¿Dónde está el retrato? Una de vosotras me lo ha escondido.
¿Tienes la desvergüenza de decir esto?
Estaba en mi cuarto y no está.
Y no se habrá escapado a medianoche al corral. A veces le gusta andar con los niños.
Okay. What is she saying? What did Martirio just say?
Two houses. Like the houses.
Yeah, he likes to go around. Medianoche al corral. At the corral. Has Angustias been to the corral?
No.
No. And Martirio is saying, talking about the corral. Okay. Angustias.
No me gastes broma. Cuando venga lo contaré.
Mirando a Adela.
There we go, looking at Isabella.
Me gustaría saber cuál de vosotros lo tiene.
Mirando a material.
Alguna tos menos yo.
Con intención.
Desde luego.
Entrando con su bastón.
Uh-oh.
Pues,
Oh, where's the baston?
Come on, it was like
oh no. Someone's getting
Okay,
Smacks out.
taking this to Evelyn, our new bernarda. Who are the people who are exchanging words? Who are spitting rhymes to each other right now? Adela and who else? Martirio and Angustia. So out of those possible three, let me get you guys' attention. 1, 2, and 3. Who do we maybe think might have taken that picture? Raise your hand if you're on Team Adela. Adela took the picture. What do you think? Raise your hand if it's maybe possibly Team Martirio.
That's a
Raise your hand, yeah. Or raise your hand if you're like, maybe it could be option C, someone else. Yeah.
See,
Maybe Becca took his own picture.
Pepe was
All
like,
right.
"Stick yourself."
Zig zig ah. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Bernarda, I'm gonna tell if you can repeat, and then you gotta just emote her crazy emotion, not crazy, her stern emotions, Evelyn. All right, Sal.
entrando con su bastón.
¿Qué escándalo es estar en mi casa y con silencio del peso del calor? Estarán las vecinas con el oído pegado a las tabiques.
Me han quitado el retrato de mi novio.
¿Quién?
Esta.
¿Cuál de vosotras contestarme?
Silencio.
Registrar los cuartos, mira por las camas, tiene, no, ahora, what is it? Outros, más cortas, pero me vais a soñar.
Angustias.
¿Estás segura?
Sí,
¿Los has buscado bien?
sí, madre.
Me haces
Todas están de pie en medio de un embarazado silencio.
me haces al final de mi vida beber el veneno más amargo que una madre puede resistir.
Aguantar.
No lo encuentra.
Okay, hold up. So this has been a common word in this play. What is this common word? Veneno, yeah. So venom. Venom. Venom is a very common word. I think it's already been said, I think at least 3 or 4 times. So venom. What is venom? Poison. It's from a snake. And the snake is all, it's a biblical symbolism as well. The snake and the Adam and Eve. Yes, Eduardo? Yeah, so venom comes from a snake. And if it bites you, what can happen?
You die.
You can die. Yeah? Okay. All right, so Poncia. So Bernarda comes in. She's like, what the hell's going on? And Lucia's like, someone check my picture, Pepe. And she's like, silencio, silencio. Someone, or Poncia, go find it. So Poncia wants to go look. Yeah. Please go ahead also. Did she say silencio? She hasn't said silencio yet, has she?
No.
No. Okay, it was just people got silent. All right. Let's get quiet. Let's us get quiet. 1, 2, and 3. Sal, if you could say again. Sale Poncia. Sorry.
Sale Poncia.
¿Dónde lo has encontrado? Dilo sin temor.
Extrañar.
Entre las sábanas de la cama de la silla.
Abatir.
¿Es verdad?
Avanzando y
Okay, he took it like sometimes.
All right, guys. Let's get quiet. Evelyn, I need to have this be fierce when you read it.
Okay, fierce.
Wait, how do you say the second word?
Puñalada. Puñalada.
Say mad.
Mala puñalada de mosca muerta, sembradura de
And she hits her. Where is? Just pretending like ah. 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 There you go. Okay, Matilio.
That was mean.
todo lo que quieran. ¿Quieran?
Guys are screaming. Cogiendo aventada.
All right, guys. Because of time, we are gonna end there. Oh, the drama. Ah!
The pause.